Hey, I was just chatting with a buddy of mine who's been juggling a full-time job, a few hours of gaming every night, and a home office that's basically a kitchen table and a folding chair. He told me he's seriously considering splurging on a gaming chair that also doubles as a massage recliner, but he's nervous about throwing money at something that might look cool in a YouTube ad and then turn out to be a giant, uncomfortable leather lump. If you're in that same spot trying to decide whether a leather massage gaming chair is actually worth the cash, this is the rundown you need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's get real about the kind of setup this chair is built for. It's marketed as an ergonomic executive piece, which tells you two things right away. It's meant to be a primary seat, not a guest chair you pull out once a week, and the design leans toward a more professional aesthetic. The high-back silhouette, the leather finish, and the swivel recline mechanism all scream office as much as gaming cave. That means if you spend 8 hours in front of a screen, whether you're crunching spreadsheets, streaming a marathon of a new RPG, or even editing video, the chair is supposed to support you from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. One of the headline features is the built-in massage. In practice, the massage pads sit in the lower back area and are activated by a simple control knob on the side. I tried it while I was on a conference call that ran past 2 hours, and the gentle pulsations actually nudged some of the stiffness out of my lower back. It's not a deep tissue shiatsu that you'd get in a spa, but for a chair that you're already sitting in, the vibration does a decent job of breaking up the static tension that builds when you're hunched over a keyboard. If you're someone who already uses a separate massage device, you might find the built-in function a bit underwhelming. But for a desk-bound professional who wants a quick relief without leaving the workstation, that modest massage can be a real morale booster. The leather upholstery gives the chair a sleek, polished look that fits nicely in a home office with a dark wood desk or a gaming room with LED lighting. It's also relatively easy to wipe down just a damp cloth, and you can get rid of coffee spills or the occasional snack crumb. The downside is that leather can get warm in the summer months. I noticed the seat heating up a bit after an hour of sitting in a room that was 78 degrees, which is something you'd want to keep in mind if you live in a hot climate and don't have strong AC. Now, let's talk about the ergonomic side. The high back is not just for show, it actually cradles the neck and shoulders, which helps reduce the forward head posture many of us develop while gaming or typing. The chair also has a tilt lock mechanism, so you can set it at a more upright angle for focused work or recline it to a more relaxed 110-degree angle for a movie night. The swivel base makes it easy to pivot between a dual monitor setup without constantly reaching over. In real-world use, that swivel action felt smooth and didn't wobble, which is a small but important detail when you're moving around a cramped desk. If you're looking for adjustability, you'll find the basics: seat height, tilt tension, and the recline lock. However, the chair doesn't offer a separate lumbar support knob or a headrest pillow that you can move up and down. The high back gives a static neck cradle, which works for most people, but if you have a very specific lumbar curve that needs custom support, you might end up adding a separate lumbar pillow. That's a modest extra cost and a bit of a compromise compared to premium chairs that have built-in lumbar sliders. Weight is another practical consideration. The chair weighs about 80 pounds once fully assembled, and the leather and metal frame give it a solid feel. The upside is that it doesn't tip over when you lean back fully reclined. The downside is that it's a bit of a beast to maneuver. If you're renting an apartment and need to shift furniture frequently, you'll probably need a dolly or at least 2 strong friends to get it up a stairwell. For a permanent home office or gaming setup, that isn't a deal breaker, but it's worth noting before you click add to cart. So, who should actually buy this chair? If you spend a good chunk of your day in a single seat, think remote workers, content creators, or gamers who play long sessions and you appreciate a leather finish that looks professional in a Zoom background, this chair checks a lot of boxes. The massage function adds a modest wellness perk, and the high back provides a consistent neck support that can reduce the urge to hunch.